Good morning, everyone. Hello. It is London time, 2 a.m. exactly on the 12th of May. And it's already almost half of the month. It's crazy how fast it goes. But anyway, what a shitty price action again yesterday. Ugh, it was horrible. I did manage to catch a trade in the new 8 p.m. session, but I mean, it's just disgusting. As London already was, but I did not like it. Who managed to catch a trade yesterday? Let me know. It was very frustrating in the AM session, and just you just have to shut down your laptop and move away, and then check again. At lunch, I would definitely always check at lunch, because sometimes the nice moves come at lunch, and if not, then most of the times you'll get one in the PM session. But yeah, it was I don't know. But today was it CPI? I think CPI, right? Today we have CPI. Hello, Islam. How are you doing? I think we have CPI today. I'm always confusing the two, but I think it's CPI. Let me just double check. So we got 8:30 news today. Yeah, CPI. Nothing in London. No news. Okay. Oh, and the nomination vote tentative. Oh, 10-year bond auction, guys. 10-year bond auction. According to my journaling, that does not work well with my trading. Yeah, so I might not do any trading in AM session after 1 o'clock only. We'll see. Everything has changed anyway, so I'll definitely watch. But 10-year bond auction, for some reason, I still don't know why. It's a yellow folder news, but so my worst day is always Thursday NFP week, according to my stats. Second day was always, I didn't know that at the time. I can't remember if 10-year bond auction was always on Tuesday, but one time in some lecture, ICT mentioned it, like he doesn't trade until 1 because of the 10-year. And then I went back into my stats. And because I always used to make a print screen of the news, and then I would post it, I would copy paste it in my trading view, and then that's how I journal it to see what news was there. Because at that time I wasn't really knowledgeable, and I was really trying to see what news had some effects. So I went back, and then I noticed that indeed 10-year bond auction did influence it was my second worst day according to my stats. So I stopped trading also after until 1 o'clock. But things have changed, so I'm just gonna have a look. I just want to point it out. I mean, those who journal and those who keep stats, look, or maybe some of you are experiencing the same thing. Hey, darkness. No. I do trade New York, but I don't stream during New York. I actually make most of my money during New York, to be honest. Lately, I haven't done. London has been not easy for me, to be honest. I usually just paper trade in London, and also I do take trades, but I just really want to have like trades that I really like. But lately, London hasn't been. I haven't done much in London, and I'm gonna have stricter rules, guys. I'm gonna have stricter rules. I'm gonna tighten my own rules. It will only be one trade, live trade per account per session. That's it. If I have a break even, I'm okay to have another one, but just going to do one trade per account per session. And that means London, AM, PM. So 3 trades per day max per account. And I'm going to stick to it no matter what. I'm going to tighten my own rules. I can, I have to, I can give a rant yesterday, but I have to do it myself as well. So yeah, so it will make me I'm really going to look for A plus setup. I'm going to wait maybe longer. It's just going to be one trade per session, except when it's a break even or very tiny. If the loss is really, really minimal, that's okay. But then yeah, that's it. Darkness has fallen. That's sort of like apocalyptic, my friend. I trade 6.5 years now and three years ICT. But yeah, but it's going to be, so it will be more paper trading for me during London, until I think, okay, I like it now, and I'm going to put on that one trade. I'm going to stick to it. Yeah, I really need to tighten my own rules, especially with these markets. If they are bad, or just not favorable for me, I tend to, you know, I guess you understand the feeling. And if it's one losing trade, I'm done. I'm just done, and that's it. And then per account, right? So it's one chance per account. It will make me more. No method. No, no, paper trading. Obviously not. That's why I said I can paper trade as much as I want. But maybe that's a good thing. Actually, it's a good. It's actually a good thing. What you're saying. Maybe also you should be. You want to train yourself only for better setups, right? I think that's actually a good thing. Now, paper trading, I will try to do more because you journal them and you learn from them. But I think also I should limit. You should also limit yourself with that, or have specific to rule based. So that's a good one. But let me think about that because I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it too strict that I limit myself learning because paper trades are those you learn most of, right? Especially those that are losing trades. Darkness, are you scalp trade or do you hold trade until it hits your target? I'm not a scalper. No, I don't want to say I hate scalping. I am more distribution trader, so I try to trade the distribution candle, the 1 hour or the four, preferably the 4 hour. But lately that has been a little bit challenging for me to manage to catch the 4 hour distribution. I haven't done that for, I think, for a couple of weeks, to be honest. So, scalping is not my favorite thing, but I do realize in this market I have to put my TPs sooner than I used to. But I'm not a scalper, no. So I try to have longer trades. So that means I have to wait longer for the setup. And if there's a lot of accumulation, it is not favorable for my trading. For scalpers, sometimes I do see that for scalpers, and it's the market is a little bit better now, I guess. But yeah, but um, let's get into the charts though. Let's see if there's some opportunity for non-scalpers today. So yeah, I just want to point out. I just want to look at yesterday, guys. I mean, um, so here, this was the morning session. So back and forth. Look at these 15-minute candles, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Here we took at 10:30. It took out. It created an equal low here, right? You can see that. So I noted this equal low, but obviously it did not take it out until again Asia. So I was aiming for that equal low during this drop to the downside. I didn't take it out. It went. What did it do? I can't remember. Well, it went into the opening range gap again to the last quarter. This is exactly the last quarter of it. But it didn't take out these equal lows on the 15, which I was actually aiming for. Am I mistaken something? I can't remember. What do I look at? Oh, here, yeah, this one. Here were the equal lows. So at 3:15, we formed this relatively equal, right? We did not take out this low here at 3:15, and then we went back all the way up, and it didn't even take out this high. So it was very tricky here. It was a rejection here, but it still did not go into this high. So actually, I thought once we were going up, back up again, I thought it might go for these highs because we have a devil's mark here. It didn't do that either. So yeah, it was very tricky. It was very tricky. Um, it depends on, I mean, it depends what you do. If you have, I mean, if you have a 8 hour trade once in a while, you don't need to scalp. I mean, you can be very profitable without scalping. You just have to wait longer and you have like different kinds of trades. I don't think one or the other is better. It has to suit your personality and your trading identity. Um, So I know a lot of swing traders that only trade once or twice a month, and they do very well. They still do very well. So it doesn't really. It just has to suit your your trading identity and what you prefer. If you go against what you don't like, it's not going to work well. So I don't think I'll ever come a scalper, but I think it's just cycles. We're just going through cycles. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to be more strict and maybe have like a little bit lesser. Maybe instead of a 1 hour distribution trade, I'm just going to focus on 15-minute distribution trades, if that makes sense. So that's like the adjustment that I'm going to make a little bit. Because the larger moves, I mean, there's still 1 hour distribution moves. I mean, they're still there because the hours are still, even though they're consolidating. But I mean, if you look at the price action yesterday, except the move to the downside, I mean, look at these 4 hour can. If you know how it's going to distribute like this, it's still distribution. But hey, man, I mean, do you know in advance it's going to go back and forth 4 times? Um, I don't know. It was really hard to identify this area. And then at 11 at the lunch again, we made that higher high. I think we still haven't touched 4 standard deviation though. Let me check on the daily where we're at. I don't think so. We're still not here. Let me check. Yeah, but it's good to have more tools in your toolkit, right? I mean, it's good to be able to know how to scalp, but you have to, I mean, if you're a distribution trader and you want to go back into scalping, it's also something you need to practice again. You need to find your model. It's not like, okay, I'm going to scalp now. If you sort of like haven't done it for a long time, you have to start all over from scratch. You have to build new models. You have to back test, forward test it, and acquire data on it in order to trade it. So yeah, for me to become a scalper, I need to do a lot of, I think I really have to work on that. Darkness. If you have a proper setup with a good risk reward, it doesn't matter because your stop loss will prevent you. And if you have a larger trade, you trail your stop loss with it. So then you still have, like, for example, if I would frame an 8 hour trade, sometimes it becomes a 4 or 2 hour trade just because I'm stopped out in profit, for example. So most of the times, and if you get stopped out, it's just a very small loss because you manage to put your stop very shortly. But now with those, it can be very aggressive, yeah, and things change that I like, oh my God, it just went all the way back. And I just, it became a break-even trade, for example. And those are very frustrating. But it just depends on your model. There's no right or wrong in any case. It just depends how you trade it and how you make it work. So there's really no right and wrong or in any of the two, I think. But yeah, I do agree with you that scalping is the better way now. But I just stay out of consolidation, preferably. Yeah, Louis. Hey, listen, my friend. I appreciate the compliment, but how can I say this? I didn't wake up. No, AG, I did not. I was sleeping. I was so tired. Yeah, I just want to, Louis. Just don't talk about those things about me as I'm just a trader and we're not a dating site here. Okay, I appreciate the compliment, but let's just keep it to trading, my friend. Louis verse, yes, standard deviation, just because we don't have anything else on the left side anymore. So because we have the manipulation here to the downside, we have a breaker here, and then I use the manipulation move to just give me some guidance. But you cannot really use it like, oh my God, it's a given. But because we blasted through the 2.5 standard deviation, normally in a market maker model, at 2.5 standard deviation, you get a pullback. but we did not really get that. So the question is, are we going to go get the pullback between 3.5 and 4 maybe? Or are we even going to blast all the way through 4? Because sometimes what you can see happening is that 2.5, it have a pullback and then you go back to 4 or 6. But now we nothing happened. We just went on and on and on. So, okay, Louis verse, now stop it. I'm giving you one warning. Just stop this bullshit now. Okay? Now you're irritating me. Um, AG, no, I didn't wake up. I'm really, I know some of you guys are thinking, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, so what happened as well, what is very interesting, so yeah, let's have a look at ES versus NQ, because yesterday we saw a decoupling, right, of the two. So that was also something why I stayed out of any trades. Let's have a look now if they are. What is going on if they are doing the same thing on the 15? So yesterday it was very. Hey Attila. Okay, let's see. Where's Asia High? Asia High is all the way here. Oh wow, Asia High is all the way up here. Um, we had quite a big move in Asia. Damn, how many points did we make? Over 100 again. So Asia was large, yeah. Yeah, so AG, did you trade Asia, AG? Yeah, so you did, yeah. Again, yeah, I know. Asia is the way to go. I know. Look at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Asia high. And then it just went to yesterday's daily open back. Um, I think I'm bear. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of weird. I mean, Louis, I mean, I'm sorry, but it's just we're talking about trading at the moment, and it's nice to have a compliment, but it doesn't add anything, and you're just distracting the whole everyone in the chat now as well. I mean, we know where you stand now, so let's keep it about trading. Um, okay, guys, I'm gonna do a poll with you guys. I'm gonna do a poll. What time is it? 2:19. I think I'm gonna know the answer. Bullish, bearish. Because we had a large move, I'm going to add accumulation, but I hope not. Let's make it up to London Open. Bullish, bearish, accumulation. Let's go. Would love to see a reaction at Asia low aligning with the daily fair value gap. I would love to see a reaction at Asia low. Yeah. I hope they're not going to leave this. This equal, we have an equal low now, literally. Is this lower already? Let's see. The low 227, the low 225. Technically, we already swept this low here on the daily. Damn. Um, it looks bearish, right? Nothing happened to me. Oh my God, this drama. You look, guys, men say that women make drama, but I'm like, are you kidding me? This is what women have to deal with, guys, nowadays. Crazy stuff. But anyway, yes. So I'm just wondering if the daily, so the daily, technically we took out already we hit the Asia low. We did not sweep it, but we did, we did have a tap into that daily fair value gap, right? So I'm so paranoid nowadays that I'm thinking, oh my God, but because look, we left equal highs here, equal highs here, we left devil's mark here, devil's mark here. So I'm just wondering, does it really want to go lower now? And everybody's gonna think, oh my God, we're going lower, and then it just F's us around and go back higher, and it just rejects in this wick here. Yeah. I'm on continuous and the B adjust. I'm on continuous, yeah, here. Let me just adjust this. Yeah, so I'm just looking at like, okay, it made a lower low already here. It looks like it wants to go lower, right? So I wouldn't, it could be, but I'm also wondering like, oh, are they going to leave this? Because it's sort of like already had a tap here into that daily fair value gap. But just a few ticks, right? But I think it wants to go lower. I wouldn't be surprised. I like 209. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, 190. I can see that happening. I think it might go lower again, right? It's a triple. It's already one, two. We've got devil's marks here. 27, 190. Well, let's go to the hourly here. You can see it here as well. Let me see what this low is, by the way. This one low is 225.75. Low 227. Oh, I see what you mean. Here it did not, and on the daily it did. I see what you mean, Mether, because if I look here at this low, but the daily, oh, of course the daily is different. I got, yeah, no, I got you. No, the daily is on obviously yesterday's, and this is not yesterday's low, I guess. Hold on. This is not yesterday's lows. This is yesterday's. We have a. Ah, it still doesn't make sense, to be honest. May 26th. Are you looking at the daily method? Are you having, okay, let's have a look again. Low 225.75, low 227. Oh, of course, it didn't go lower. Yeah. 227 is higher than, no, you're correct. You're right. You're right. 227 is higher than 225.75. So it did not, but it looks like it went lower. That's my bad. My bad. My bad. It makes sense. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I need more coffee. So yeah, I think we're going to get a reaction here though at 210. Let's see. 210 and then 189. Sorry, I misread it because I thought it was lower. Yeah. Previous day low. Yeah, I would, let's see, 227. Yeah, I mean, let me see, bearish 70%, 20 and 10 accumulation. Okay. Most of you are bearish. Yes. Okay. I'm with you guys on bearishness today. Um, my bad just now. 227 is, we still have the 20% of the previous weekly range here, 30% here, end dog here. Um, I am going to put on the opening range gaps because if we do start falling, I want to see them. 230. You see on the 1 hour we have this area here. Um, order block here. Okay, let's see. Okay. 233. Who? Anyone in a short already? Yeah. My entry is too late. I'm not gonna enter. I'm gonna wait. Um, I like this level here, even lower. Um, I would like to trade it up to two. If I would have been in, I would have traded up to 209 ish. Previous day low. 209. But let's see. See where it. I want to see that the body closure above, below the 50% here of this 1 hourly wick. I'm looking at the 1 hourly wick now just to make sure that there's continuation, or maybe it will use the next macro to make the move to the downside and have a little bit more up to, because I don't like this around 2 o'clock. How it printed or just below 2 o'clock. I just, yeah, I'm a little bit cautious with the 50% of the wick and 2 a.m. here. Um, yeah, see, it's exactly here. Um, I think I'm gonna wait a little bit. Anyone in a trade? I mean, let's see. I want to see. Oh, are we just gonna keep on going with this? I think it's becoming a little bit extreme now. Guys, is this serious? Am I just this? I'm not in the mood today for banning people, but um, okay. Okay, he's gone, guys. I'm done. I mean, it just doesn't stop. So I don't like to ban people, but he will probably come back as a troll again. So it just got a little bit too weird now. I don't mind if someone gives me a compliment, but this is just distracting, and it hasn't it just becoming annoying. So I banned him now. He'll come back as a troll. He's a troll. Um. Okie dokie. Let's have a look at the. Yeah, everyone. Most of you guys are bearish, 71%, bullish, 14%, and accumulation. And yeah, yeah. Look, it's gone through the level already. 238. Let's see. So the only thing that I'm thinking of, we're going down. I mean, I think that's a safe thing to say. I'm just wondering if it's going to spike up again before the previous day low one more time. So let's say before the macro. So it's 238. I'm just not sure if we're going to go there in one time now. So I'm just going to, I'm late anyway for my trade. If I had a good entry somewhere here, I could stay in, but for now, I'm just going to wait. Um, who had a good entry already higher and is still having a runner. This was actually a nice retracement though from this level here. I think that was the silver. Literally, the silver bullet was early today. We'll have more. I mean, I'm sure there will be more. If we have a nice distribution to the downside, we'll have more silver bullets coming. See, we have a nice swing low. We have a retracement, 2 o'clock, and then we go lower, exactly to 0.62. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Especially around. You don't want to enter here because it could just always go here, go back higher again, and then make the last move. We've seen that a lot of the times, right? That it doesn't take out the low, and it just sort of like hits it, as you can see here now as well. So once if you have a good entry, it's okay, you don't mind. But if you get in here and it goes all the way back up here, you know, you just want to be careful. We'll see. I like how it's printing though. It's printing. The only thing I it's not leaving a lot of imbalances behind. So I like the way how it's printing. So it looks good. It looks good. It looks good. I don't feel any FOMO, guys. If it goes, hey, Justo, hi in Peru. Oh, hello from Peru. How are you doing? That's still my bucket list, by the way, Peru. I stream in London every day and sometimes in New York, but London from 2 a.m. Eastern, regularly on to 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. But yeah, that's always the giving. And then obviously let me put on the Discord. I have to get more active in the Discord, by the way. But welcome to the family. Yes, I mean Peru is also you have well, it's still night there, right? I mean, are you early riser? What time is it in Peru right now? Okay, bearish. Where can I type anything? Oh, here we go. This is the disc. I'll pin the Discord. I need to change it every day anyway. Pin message. No one in the trade, by the way, from a higher time, from Asia maybe. Man, I really want to start waking up in Asia, to be honest. I really need to swap to go to bed earlier. 1:44. Yeah, I thought so. So you are either you're still awake or you wake up very, very early. Did you trade Asia, Justo? Do you trade Asia as well? I mean, you're in the right time zone though. Yeah, I mean, it's taking, Asia just really seems the better play lately. For me, if I go back in my journaling, I'm like, oh my God, my, it's just more, not because of the slowness, but just, it's very clear. And it's just like how I used to trade in New York or in London that is now presenting it's those, I'm like, oh, okay, I would have seen this, I would have traded that. And I'm like, okay, well, again, it's not just 1 week now. It's like, I think it's about almost a whole month now that but the moment I start doing it, it most likely will swap again back to normal. But I think I'm going to do it. I think I need to just go to bed earlier, but I can't sleep for some reason. But when there's like Australian Open, the tennis, I just watch tennis all the time. Let me see, by the way, isn't there, Roland Garros, isn't tennis, it's French Open anytime? When does the French Open start? Or is it the London? So for me also, I'm just not, I hate it when it trickles down slowly like this, right? I would rather wait for the long, the low resistance long to back to the upside, because you can see they're creating liquidity as well to the upside, right? Maybe for the continuation. So we might get a nice faster move to the upside again, and then, or it's going to be high resistance as well to the upside, and then maybe the low resistance. I would rather wait for the low resistance move to the downside if it takes a little bit longer, if that makes sense. So I don't have any FOMO if it trickles down on me like this, if that makes sense. I would rather let this play out and see what's happening, what are they doing, and just collect data. Yeah, so method every higher time frame retracement is a lower time frame full market maker model. Oh, look how beautiful. We're leaving now. Okay, this looks nice on the 1 hour as well. We're leaving fair value gaps. We're leaving a doji, but that's okay. We're starting to leave some imbalances now. Here we go. Back up again. Yeah, I mean, it's all about are you on the buy side of the curve or on the sell side? So which algo is running, the buy side or the so if you're trading one time frame and you can establish the where did the start of the change in state delivery is, you'll be able to identify your buys, and it that goes to all your time frames then, right? And preferably you want all your time frames to be aligned. So the lower time frames with the 15, with the 1 and the 4 hour, those will be your best trades. You want to have them going in the same direction of your bias. And it's the easiest to identify them by understanding the market maker models and what side of the aisle are you on? Are we on the buy side or on the sell side, right? And is it either a retracement within the market maker model, or are we reversing? So on the 1 minute, you can have a full market maker model, which is on the 15, maybe just a retracement, right? Hey, Mr. Chaos, how are you? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we are going to get the large move. I mean, I would be surprised if we get really the move to the downside already in London. It would be nice though, but we get the flush. Are we going to get the continuation, or are we going to go take out a low here, go back into the range, and accumulate again? I don't know. I'm prepared for the worst. Let me and that the maybe pre-market and 8:30 might give a flush down because we got new CPI today. 251. Waiting for a push above 265. Too short. Oh, hello, Poco. I wouldn't care if it's gonna drop hard. Um, it will give a nice opportunity for later on. Um, Look at ES. What ES is doing. ES already took the low here. 5 minute low. Sorry, sorry. It did not. It did not. It did not take out the low. Mhm. I want to see the reaction at this level here, 208-ish. I want to see what we're going to do here. I think we're going to react here. I wouldn't be surprised if it gives a spike up from here. Let's see. Um, Oh, are we going to have a nice, are we going to go back into normalcy and get good like distribution to the downside? Oh, that would be so nice. I mean, just to watch it, it's already going to be so, I mean, I'm going to enjoy it even though if I might not be in it, if it drops now, I think this might be a barrier for now. We'll see. But hey, man, a good short is just gonna make my day, even though if I'm not in it, it's going to make my day. The market definitely looks weak, right? I mean, it's high above 3 days history. Okay, I've got them all. Yeah, the ranges are so big that I'm thought, oh, I have them all on, but it just doesn't show because we have nothing here. And that goes here as well. So the end dog's here. Once we start going lower, I mean, it's going to be very, very nice. We do have a suspension block here and here as well, just below. Okay, let's see. Oh, hello, Gigi. Oh, 3 o'clock. If we're gonna go blast through this, I'm almost willing to just enter here because then this is not gonna hold as a barrier. Then we're very, very weak. We're not doing much here. I'm almost inclined to go short from here, but once we are not, when this is not holding, then yeah, we're gonna drop fast. But we've got a suspension block here. Let's see. I'm very careful because this could hold, but it could also, when it does not hold, then it's just, we're gonna dump. Mm, 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 mm. One, 193. I'm gonna wait till 3 past 3. Oh, this is, yeah, that's one of my models, Mether. I'm not gonna share the insights yet. Okay, let's see if it's gonna hold or not. Okay, let's see. If it's gonna hold, I'm gonna enter above it. If it dumps below it, I would have entered. There we go. Okay, that's what I want to see. Okay, now I'm gonna enter above it for a continuation. Let's see how far it goes up. It's very weak. I mean, I must say, it's not. It's the price action is still above it. It's sort of like weak. I wonder if it wants to go higher. Let's see if it's gonna be the resistance it can deliver. I'm very cautious to enter here. I really need to see it go below this level in order for continuation. Three oh five. Yeah, I'm not touching it yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm very vigilant here, as you can. ES is very close to daily open. I'm just wondering if we're gonna spike up from here. So I'm just gonna. If it drops, I'm too late. But I would rather take that risk. Hey, Gigi, what are you doing? Okay. Okay, let's see if we can get a, it's going back up maybe from here. Yeah, I think it's not gonna drop from here yet. Yet. Let's see. Macro. As ES is almost done. Almost. See, it's just not. There's no continuation yet, right? I want to see continuation, or and then I want body closure and continuation below this level for me in order to for the short. Most preferable best scenario would be it will go up here and then we get another opportunity above it. But it's below it now, so that is weakness. That's good. Like to see that. But the best one would have been if it would have gone from here back up. But let's see. I'm still. This is always an area that I just have to be vigilant. It could spike up still, but I don't know. We'll see. I just know that around this area, I just have to wait to see what happens. I would love it to go if it goes above it again and then maybe goes higher a little bit, but I don't know if it will do that today. ES almost previous day low. So slow again. Yeah, guys, this is just something that it's one of my models. I'm not gonna I don't want to share that here too much because it's something I've worked on really for a long time. It's just a PD array that I mark that I think it could be of significance, and I use for continuation or move to the upside. It's time based. It's a specific time. It's a time based model. It's really just a level of time. But yeah, it took me years of backtesting of this one, so I'm sort of like really a little bit like hesitant to just. Okay, let's see. We go over it again. Let's see. Okay, let's see if maybe I'll enter. I don't want to. I don't want to counter trend trade too much. So I'm gonna have more stricter rules, but technically I would like to take a long from here if that makes sense all the way. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna trade a short. Yeah. I'm not gonna counter trend trade, but I think this is the time to get a go back up to yeah. I want to frame my short above this area now and then back here. Um, if you start journaling, you can start seeing these things and then you start backtesting things and then you know these levels are significant at a specific time and then you have if then statements. If this happens, then that can happen. And if we pass through this signal, you know, okay, you know what, here might be the retracement if we're not going to continue to move further to the downside. And it matches up with ES to previous day low, and this is where we turned. And you can see we are creating a fair value gap exactly on this time because it's all algorithmic, baby. It's algorithmic. These are very important. This is just, you know, it makes sense to me that we are creating this fair value gap exactly around this time. It's not a surprise to me that it did this exactly here. For those who don't believe there's an algorithm, you're really missing out. Hey, Moba, how are you doing? So, what time is it now? 3:15. Um, I don't know what to say. Let me see. Should have been on in the long. Okay, let's see, guys. At 312, we formed this beautiful fair value gap. We're going higher, but the question is it still a short or are we going to go back up into the range? What do you guys think? We're going to do a new poll. Um, I'm not so sure about the short continuation in the next hour, to be honest. Let's see. I'm very, yeah, I marked this little area here. Let's see, we are above 3 o'clock again. Let's see if we can get above 2 o'clock. I think I'm more in the mood of going in analysis and stuff like that because I find it very, I love to see what's happening. And the trade will come. I mean, for me, I would rather wait for a 200, 300 point trade and take my time. Um, the moment we inverted this already, I mean, I was like, okay, we're gonna go up again, and this is very. I mean, I love seeing this. This makes me very, very happy. Um, let me make another. P. So everyone was bearish, 60%. Okay. Again, the chat was correct. Chat is always right here. Start a poll. We're gonna do a new one. Are we gonna are we gonna stay bullish, bearish, or accumulation? Accumulation. Accumulation. Bullish. Bearish. Accumulation. Up to 4 o'clock. Let's do... We're gonna keep it... We're gonna keep it per hour. I think it's good because we never... Right? I saw Bowser was in the chat as well. What did you... Let me read what you said. Up to... Up to the 350 macro. I'll make it 4 o'clock to make it easier. If we break to 90, 300 more long, yeah, I think otherwise short all day. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. V-shaped recovery. Well, we have I'm interested in this yellow level here to see what happens there. That's just, there was an imbalance, right, on the 5-minute or 15-minute, I can't remember. But yeah, it's a long from here, definitely. But so, you know what I noticed, guys, with myself, because how the market has been moving, I really want confirmation that things are back to the old ways, or instead of just, I really want to see that confirmation that price is moving again in a way. Like, I haven't seen this for a while, to be honest. This clean. But we haven't had a good normal short as well for a while. So this makes me really, really happy. I'm really excited. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm so happy at the moment. Like, oh my God. And like, are we getting back to normal? Mr. Chaos Factor, New York was shit yesterday. I hated New York. It was horrible. That's why I was New York AM session. There was one good trade. I think it's just Haney. I don't know if he's here. Obviously, he took the good trade. Yeah, it was fucked up, so to say the least. There were a few good opportunities, but it was horrible. And there was in PM session, there were a few opportunities. I took a short from there, but then again, the best trade again was in Asia, to be honest. But that's why I'm sort of like I'm just, for me, in order to go back to my old style, this would be, I really need to see some specifics, and I haven't seen some of those for a while, and now I'm seeing this starting to, okay. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. So guys, I'm extremely excited to see this happen, and with this forming within this level as well. Like, oh, thank you. We might go back to normally. Yeah. So Islam Abdel is asking, is this manipulation? Well, I think higher time frame. We already have a market structure shift. We already set in the bearishness of the site. So I don't think, I mean, I wouldn't. I'm very careful though now. I mean, if we go back into the range, I could see us accumulate, but technically, we have a market structure shift on the hourly already. So I would say on the higher time frame, we have started to become bearish, right? But then again, I still want to just because the market has been so weird lately and so, let, let's say, different, and some things you couldn't really be trusted. Um, I would say I'm bearish higher time frame, and this is just a retracement. So now I just want to see, are we going to go back into this order block, for example, on the 1 hour, and then, go back, go lower. So I'm just looking for a continuation of the bearishness. But I wouldn't be surprised if we start accumulating here again, because we have done it here. So we have to be prepared. But yeah, this was definitely a long. And I think we're going to get continuation, but I don't know until, I don't think we're going to get continuation of the short before 4 o'clock. That's what I think. And for me, it maybe sounds weird that I'm not interested in trading right now. I'm really interested in watching what's the market doing. And I would rather be right in my analysis and really focus on the market. Like, okay, am I reading things correctly? Are things happening again? Like I am used to how I use my models. Are things giving me the confirmation that I used to use before as confirmation and would build my trade? I would rather look for those, because a lot of those things haven't been presenting themselves for quite a while. And I would rather really see the confirmation and get trust again in my, to get 200, 300, preferably 300 point moves again. But you need, like, those trades, they need to build up. You wait for them. They are, and yeah, so I would rather, for me, it would be awesome to see a 1 hour order block being respected, and we can use those again. And well, we have been, let me get one thing straight. They have been using order blocks, but in combination with now some other things that weren't used. So now I'm like, okay, I would love to see this being tagged in. So let's see. Right, yeah, I would love to see 2 o'clock being, like I said, when I see 2 o'clock print like this, I'm like, okay, are we going to leave this now? Or are we going to come back to this? So this was already looking for me a little sus. I said that straight away, right? I said, I don't like this too much as a 2 a.m., how this prints as a level to be left as a for a short. So let's see. I mean, I like it. I like it. Yeah, I need to focus on a trade, but how did you see that fair? This is not, you mean this one here? This is my secret. No, this is a secret. I only share that with my trainees. People are asking for it, but it's like, it's a model that I've worked on for over a year. And Jay, I'm very happy to see that within this pass through, it formed an imbalance, which is perfect. It's time based. It's a time based model. It's a time based model. But yeah, that's some. I just share models only with trainees, because it was a year of work, a year of back testing and forward testing to figure it out. And I wouldn't be surprised if we go back here, if we go from here to here, 300. So let's see. See, and the low here exactly formed. So when this is also, you want to start looking at the correlation between NQ and ES as well. You see this low here was exactly where ES took the daily over the previous day low, right? Yeah. What was I saying? I forgot my train of thought. Hey, Zara Trader, how are you? I forgot my train of thought, guys. I wanted to say something. I can't remember. Shit. Okay, it'll come back to me. It'll come back. Oh yeah, I was talking about order blocks, order blocks, order blocks. So the market has been using literally only order. Well, one of the best things were order blocks, obviously. Um, so I was looking into order blocks. Like, what can we use? Are we going to spike up into higher time frame order blocks, or are we just continue from here to the downside? Um, in order for it to continue to the downside, you don't want to go higher than 2 a.m., right? Because you don't want to go higher than the 2 a.m. Candle. If we're very weak, we're gonna go back lower again through here. But then again, I would love to see what's happening here. Mm, we look very. I mean, it looks so. We look weak. But I don't know. I think we might go higher. Let me see what I used to always catch. There was bullish 69%. Yes, 23 bearish and 8% accumulation up to 4 o'clock. Okay, let's see. Almost 3:30, guys. Yeah, shall I put on, I don't want to counter trend. Yeah, so I've got a strict rule nowadays, guys. So that's why I said I want to take a long here, but I did not do, I don't want, I have a short bias for today, so I try not to counter trend trade. But I think the good, I am going to limit myself to one trade per account per session. Paper trade will be more, but I want to be more strict with my amount of trades that I'm taking. So that's why I'm sort of like, okay, you know what? I would rather take a longer, a better short later on. But I'm allowed to actually do a trade in London, but I'm still trying to, if I have a short bias, I prefer to wait for the short, right? If I have a short bias and wait for a larger trade. But then again, you don't want to pass on a good long as well. So, but I haven't taken any trade, not even a paper trade yet. But the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a refill of my coffee. What time is it? 3:31. Okay, look where we at. 3:28. We're above previous day low again, and it's 3:30. Let me quickly. I need to. This is the downside of what I'm wearing. It's a whole thing, and it takes a lot of time to go to the bathroom. Mr. Chaos, we can do one gambling trade today. Yes, of course. Okay, that's a gambling trade, but that I want to limit myself to mostly normal trades. But when let's only do gamble trades when the market is really shitty. Okay, let's teach ourselves when we have a shitty market at some point and we're like, oh yeah, you know what, there's no opportunity for normal trades, let's then only do the gambling trade. But if the market is showing us a little bit of normalcy, I think we should focus on demo trades and normal trades. But we're not going to call it a gamble trade. Okay? Let's only, yeah, we're going to do that. Only when it's crazy and it's like, oh, F you. Okay, when we hate NQ. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay, I'm quickly. I'm gonna get a coffee, a refill. Oh, my cup needs to be cleaned. It looks horrible. I hope you guys don't see that on. I look like a. They really look bad. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I don't think the short is any time anyway. I still have 20 minutes. Okay, we're back. How's it going? Okay, here we go. Oh, oh, Justo Blas. Okay, the thing is, I need to cancel that thing because um, Justo Blas, could you also go to Discord and I need to add you somewhere. I am going to cancel the YouTube thing, but I'm going to continue it um, on Discord because YouTube is giving me a hard time. Um, but I can't. I didn't cancel it because I still have a few people who joined the daily pre-market prep. But I'm going to continue it on through Discord and through a different way. So please, Gusto, please enter the Discord because I'm going to cancel the one on YouTube because YouTube is just they are not paying me and they're just screwing me over big time. But I'm going to continue it on the Discord. So please, 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 please join Discord so I can add you add you there. I still have to do it, but every time I forget to do it, or I wonder if it's problem. So Justo Blas, are you on my Discord? So I can add you, and then I can cancel the YouTube thing, and we continue there with those who already also are in with me. I still need to set it up to be honest. It's just like I'm still doing the pre-market prep, but I'm just not, I totally forget to cancel the YouTube, and then we'll have to figure out a way to. Let me see if I can cancel, and so you get your money back, and then I can cancel it. Hold on. What's price doing? Yes, you're accumulating. Let me see if I can give you your money because I need to cancel it. I'm really upset with YouTube, to be honest. Let me see. Okay, I can't. Of course, they don't do that. Max power as well. Hey, Cesaria. Good morning. Haven't seen you for a while. But Justo Blast, let's make sure that I see you on my Discord so we can continue there because I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave that area from YouTube. It doesn't. You're just paying YouTube and nothing comes to me, literally. So accumulation, manipulation, Sandra. Michael, welcome to the family. Yeah, guys, preferably do not sign up for pre-market prep on YouTube because I'm going to terminate that and I'm going to do something different on the Discord. I haven't figured out yet what I want to do or how, but yeah, I will change it. I still need to change it, but I just didn't want to cancel it for the people because there's still people on it, so that's the reason why. But we'll have to do it at some point, and then for the ones that are already in, I have to just have it like a transition thing going on. But I need to figure it out too. Otherwise, I'm going to keep being in this position, and just going to help YouTube make money, which they're not going to pay me anyway. So the question is now, it's 3:44. Are we going lower from here or are we going to go higher? Maybe test this order block, right? What do you guys think? Bullish 58%, bearish 29, accumulation 12%. 344. That fair value gap just did 100 on Dow Jones. Oh, did you trade the Dow? Yeah. I don't trade the Dow on regular, but you can. I think it's sometimes you can still have good opportunity. Yeah. Um, I mean the charts don't look bullish, right? I mean, if you look at the higher time frame, I mean, we could have a retracement, but are we going to go full blown back into bullish price action? I don't think so, but I can see us accumulate or go back into this range for a while before going further down. I would not really like it to go above the 2 a.m. open because that means the 4 hour, if you go above the 4 hour 2 a.m. open price, we could get more accumulation. But it makes sense if we do get accumulation because we got news later today, right? It's 4 o'clock, 8:13 news, so in 4 hours there's going to be news. So are they really going to give us that short now? That would be too nice to us, right? So scenario one is that we just go back, taking some liquidity that we created on the way down during a London session. Everybody's short bias, so a lot of people will try to short all the time now because they think it's bearish. Yeah, it is bearish, but I think they're gonna hold the trade maybe for pre-market or maybe even at the news for the continuation. But hey, let's see. I mean, we've got the next macro coming up, but then again, breaker. This one is holding. Is there a 3-minute structure? Yeah, in order for it to stay bullish, I would like to see a body closure above this level, then maybe up to here. I'm thinking I'm going to put on a long if that happens. I think the macro might be bullish, the next one, but we'll see. Okay, bullish breaker on the 3-minute. We go, if we have a body closure above it, I can see us go back up to the yellow line and maybe even above 2 o'clock. Let's see. I might put a paper trade on 3-minute bullish breaker. Can go back to one. There we go. I think I want to front run it, to be honest. I like it up to 2 o'clock. Like I said, 2 o'clock looks too sus to me when we printed it. To here. Oh, it was here. It wasn't here. My bad. This will be my trade if I get in. Yeah, I think it should be here. It's not even a 2R trade, but I think it's too high, this for now. That's gonna be it. I want confirmation. I need a body closure above the blue line. Otherwise, it's just, we might go lower. If it doesn't give that confirmation, I'm not going to enter. I'm not interested at all. Let me, by the way, I need to figure out one. Okay. I want to go for the equal highs here. Okay. Mhm. No trade yet. Just no trade yet. Oh. Patience, patience, patience. Patience, patience, patience. Anyone already positioning themselves or doing anything for long or short? Just curious. I think if it does go up, it's just going to be a spy. It's going to be a wick. I mean, we already wicked into this one, so it's sort of like it might not do it at all, but if it does it, it's not going to be like a normal move up, and I think it's just going to be a up down, just a wick. But I wonder if it wants to engulf this wick. It doesn't make sense if it does that. We already tapped into here. I don't know. Just accumulate here. Maybe just tap into end dog again, or the end walk. Not an A plus setup though. The A plus setup will be the short at some point. Inversion. Um, let me let me entertain. Oh shit! Oh, what the? Oh, what did I do? Are you crazy? That was an accident. It's 4 o'clock. Hey, Gusto Blas, did you? Hey, L7, how are you doing? Hey, it's just Haney. Hey, guys, I didn't even notice that. It's just Haney. You should check out his channel. I didn't know that It's Just Haney was so active in different things as well, but let's give It's Just Haney some love. I'm gonna subscribe to your channel, It's Just Haney. Um, you wanna elaborate what you do on your other channels? And I think we should all give him some support here because It's Just Haney's been such a good supporter also on this channel. So we're gonna give It's Just Haney some support as well. Um, hey, Gusto, are you? Yeah. I mean, I didn't know that to be honest. And you were. I was in a hurry yesterday, and you were saying these things, and then later I came back and I'm like, let me just see what you're doing actually, because I was like, you did mention about you want to also go into mentorship and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, let me see what you're actually doing. That you already have 100K, or yeah, you mentioned the amount that you made. I'm like, oh, so, and I was like, oh my God, you're doing so many other things as well. Very impressive. Very impressive. And hey, listen, it's just Haney is very young. So, I mean, kudos to you. Yeah, so it's just Haney, yeah, just say, just if you want to elaborate on it, what you're doing, and people, hey, go check out his channel and give him some love. Subscribe. But Gusto Blas, more important as well, did you subscribe to the Discord? Because I need you on Discord so I can be in touch with you outside YouTube. Okay, as you can see, we're not going higher. The macro has started 4 o'clock. So the continuation might be here, but let's see. I'm not, for me, there's no continuation of a long right now. This is not telling me too long. We're still below 2 o'clock. We are below 4 o'clock, but we're still above 3 o'clock. So, yeah, he's 23, guys. Only 23 and already doing so much. Very entrepreneurial. Very impressive if someone is so young and has already entrepreneurial things and doing things what he's doing and already, yeah, very disciplined as well. So very impressive, It's Just Haney. I'm very impressed with you. But yeah, guys, give him some love. Go to his channel. It's Just Haney. It's just so that you can press on his name and then you'll see his channel. And then I think he refers to other channels as well that he does. But go give him some love. He deserves it. Here we go. I'm waiting for here. Um, yeah. Yeah, kudos to him. What do you mean, Shamuk? Can you show me a picture when you're young? I am still young. You're as old as how you feel. Um, and I'm not going to show you pictures when I was young because that part of my life is secret. It's my wild lives, my party time. You have the saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and that's the same with some things of the past. I'm just going to keep it there. Time runs fast, it is. For team, no, I'm just no trades yet. And what I mentioned today on the streams, I'm going to be more strict with my live trades. Only one trade on eval or any account doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's eval or funded. Every account, I'm only allowed to do one trade per session. So that's London 1, New York AM, and New York PM. And that goes for all accounts. But paper trades are, if the market is good, I'm allowed to paper trade as much as I want to because I journal them as equally and learn from them. But trades that I really take on my evals or live accounts will be only one per account. If it's a break even, I have another possibility, and I'm gonna be a little bit more stricter. I've tightened also my max session loss and daily loss as well. So I'm gonna be a little bit more. Um, Guys, what's in the water today? So I would be inclined to trade the continuation, but I'm just a little bit aware. I want to see this fair. I would rather have it go lower and have the confirmation that we are passing this fair value gap. But I'm just going to stay vigilant. If we pass through it and we disregard it for now, I'm okay to take a short. But I really want to have the confirmation of this being disrespected for the short, and then we get the confirmation, right? I just don't want to be caught up in accumulation or go and take these highs now. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. So that's why I didn't enter here because of this fair value gap, which I really want to see disrespected. So I'm a little bit more vigilant. I see the bearishness. I am bearish, yes. But I'm also very paranoid lately with the market going back and forth. And I just want to make sure that we are going to disrespect this fair value gap. Uh, Putting daily saving all my accounts. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I was a little bit, sloppy with that. I was like, ah, you know what? I can do another trade or whatever. I actually did not even use it anymore at some point. But then I realized, oh, I should actually, have a strict, be very strict with it. And yeah, so I'm going to really tighten my rules more. See, the only thing that I'm waiting for is, are we going to accumulate here, or are we going to continue to the downside, right? We need to disrespect this one here. It's 10 past, end of the macro, so let's see what we're doing. Okay. My stop loss is going to be here. I think we're going to dump now. I think we're really, I'm going to 29, 30. It's going to be a large trade. Okay, we're below 2, we're below 4, we're below 3. We never made it higher. This is going to be revisited again. This, you want to mark this fair value gap here. It will be revisited today again. Let's see, we can dump, or is it too much to ask? I was hoping for some low resistance. Come on, you can do it. 29053. Come on. The moment we get back in here, we're going to go back up again. And that's a tricky part. You have to take a risk somewhere. How many points? It's just a paper trade. I haven't put on a trade yet, guys. I still don't trust it 100%. 19. It needs to start dropping very, very fast. Look, if I get stopped out, I don't care. I follow my rules. It makes sense. Like, time is adding up. It's 10 past 4. A lot of the times after accumulation you can get this, but if it disrespects a fair value gap, an important one, it still goes back up. It's something you can't help sometimes, right? I mean, it's just what it is. I mean, everything is bare, everything is aligning. I'm still just paper trading. I haven't done anything in the. Okay, come on now. Low distributiones, s'il vous plaît. Oh, come on now. Just go. Are you guys in? If it goes back up, it goes back up. Then it tells you a lot about the market, right? It's just a it's a minimal loss if it is so, but shit happens. Let's see if it wants to go now. It tagged into the. This is nice. I like to see that. Come on. If we go above this level again, I think we're just going to consolidate for the rest of the London pre-market session. If there's no distribution now, I guess we're not going to get any before news, most likely. It's a nice try. I mean, it's a nice try, right? I mean, it looks bearish, but it just sometimes it's just doesn't want to go, and it's just gonna wait. What is ES doing? ES is here, 20%. Yeah, the moment we go into this box again, I mean, then I should get out. I want to get out already. I think I don't want it to go back into that range. It's okay if it taps into it all the time, but I don't want it to go. It cannot go. I don't want it to go back in. Yeah. So for me, that's why I put I'm just using this. This is just I'm just using this box as literally as my entry model. And if it goes over it again, I'll be stopped down. That's okay. I'll re-enter again. Do not go higher, NQ. Do not go higher than that. Stay there. Stay put. Stay put. Do not go higher. $4.21. You are now a bearish PD array. Say it to yourself. I am bearish. I am a bearish PD array. I am going to go lower. Yes. It's like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm going to take your stop loss. Okay. It's over and done. Okay. No distribution yet to the downside. Where are you now? Stay in your lane. Wherever you go, cry me a river. Right, stopped out. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not interested in any longs, to be honest. We could go into this fair value gap, but I don't know. Let's see. It disrespected this fair value gap, but went back up into it. I don't trust it for one bit for a long. I don't trust it for one bit. Am I missing something? Bum, 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 bum. What is ES doing? Yeah, I still want to. Maybe I should re-enter again. Yeah, I should re-enter. I think it's still going. My stop was a little bit too tight, I think. Same TP. It's the same trade. I put my stop a little bit too tight, I think. Should be a little bit. Yeah, there was a little bit of, I think I missed. Did I miss something? See, the body stayed within this level, so it's still... Oh God, I haven't been trading this model for such a long time, so it's rusty. So you see the bodies are still in it, but you need to stay below it. What is the maybe the stop loss? It's too high all the way back up. It's 4 o'clock here, 3 o'clock here. 3 o'clock is here. 4 o'clock is here. Okay, I'm getting out. Yeah, okay. If it doesn't want to go lower, we're not going to go lower. If it's going to go back up here, then if we go over 3 o'clock, we're going to go over 4, and then we might go over 2 o'clock. So then there's no more short. Okay, short is out of the picture for now. For me, I'm not interested in short at the moment for London session anymore. Yeah, it's not showing weakness enough for me. We are below 2, 3, and 4 o'clock, but it really needs to... I mean, we disrespected this one, but we went back up into it, right? So, yeah. Okay, it's long. I mean, it looks more like a long than a short for me, but I'm not interested in a long. I just want to I want to play the short later on. But we can trade it, paper trade it. I don't care. G Ford, ICT has macros which are 10 to the hour to 10 after the hour, which the algorithm spools to either go for liquidity or balance out an imbalance. So a lot of the time during a macro, the larger moves will come, or at least the end of the move of a objective of the algorithm will do its thing to finalize a specific move. Now there are also other time-based ranges where you tend to see price move that is between 20 and 40. But it's more like, and kill zones are a different thing as well. Like, okay, during London, you've got London kill zone, Asia kill zone, and also New York kill zone. So, so those are just a little bit specifics, but yeah, I use time a lot. I mean, this is also a time-based level that I use. I usually use time also for me as entry and exit levels. But he doesn't teach that. That is something that if you study the algorithm, you find out those specific times as well. But ICT only teaches the macros, which are 10 to the hour to 10 to the hour, and the ICT kill zones. The Asia, the London, and the New York PM session, right? Yeah, I mean, for me, it's I don't mind if some things are just if there's time distortion or things are just not going to move. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we get accumulation. You can see it already happening here, right? 1 hour, 2 hour. Let's just hope we're not going to get a situation like this. Let's just hope it's 1 or 2 until news or something. Make sure I have nothing on my. Gusto, are you in the Discord? I need you to be in the Discord in order to stay in touch with you for the pre-market prep. Because I'm going to move it away from YouTube and do it elsewhere. So I just need to be able to. Did you, are you maybe under another name in my Discord? Maybe. Just want to make sure that you're in it. Cry me a river. Okay, we're above 3 o'clock now. Let's see if we are going there. I think we're going over 3 o'clock. We're going to go take these and then maybe even to 2 o'clock. Let's see. Well, maybe not 2 o'clock, but. Cry. I think we're going to grab this liquidity here. It's going to go up. Take this. We left it, right? We created some for now. But then again, would we really go that high? I think we're just going to go into this order block, maybe here, 268. 268, still 40 points. Can I frame that? I can do that. Let's see, 433. It's a macro. End of the macro, actually. Anyone in a long or a short already? Oh, let me do a new, let me see. Ah, you're going to use that level to the upside again. Okay, okay. A bullish order block entry. This could be a buy. Let me just do a buy here. Just paper trading, guys. I'm going to use my bullets very, very carefully. What did I use here? I'm going to use whatever. It's my trade. I'm using an order. By the way, I'm just using this order block, but it happens to be the same level. It's not. I'm just using now the order block here. I should look for a higher time frame order block. By the way, let me look for a 3 or 2 minute. Open is here. Yeah, I like the 1 minute better, but 2 minutes same. Okay, I'm just gonna use the whole order block. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Let me do that. Yeah, it happens to be around the same area, but I'm using the order block now for the upside. Here we go. 260. Cry me a river into the room. So you've inverted this, then you're now respecting this suspension block. So you need to go higher than this one here. No body closure below this inversion. Okay. Retest of this area here. Boom, go up now. I'm done with you. You're so annoying. You're annoying, NQ. Give 9 minutes. Stay below this level. Did you use the link that's pinned in the chat, Justo? Are you using the? What does it say? What's the issue? Are you on the same name? Do you have the same name when you use it in Discord? Or, I can see if you're in. So technically, we only had really a nice move around 2 a.m. This was actually the nice move to the downside here, and then we had a move back up. And then we had sort of a consolidation, a little move to the downside, just sweeping this low and then back up into the range. So technically this is already like starting to consolidate, obviously, again. Um, I'm just paper trading, guys. This is already telling me I can't really rely on any um, continuation yet. So either it wants this liquidity first before it goes low. But if you look at the height, we do have a little gap here on the 1 hour. So I'm thinking, does it want to go back into this range, retest an order block, and then go lower? Something like that. Or not. Or just, is it just very weak and it could just go lower? But it's being annoying again, as usual. So this is the 15-minute here. 227. I've got to get, oh, let me mark this one here. Doo-doo-doo. Mm, 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 mm. I'm under the same name. Okay, I haven't seen you yet. So, did you use the one that is pinned in the chat? It should be the same one in the Discord, but I don't see you. Let me double check again. No, I don't see anything. I mean, you did not sign up before, right? Yeah. Ba-da-da-da-na-na. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. We've got a breakaway gap here. I think this might be the maybe the measuring gap, but I think it might wants to go back. I don't feel comfortable shorting it here. I wonder if it just wants to go back into this fair value gap. Yeah. Just don't trust. I don't trust this. I mean, it's just not showing any. It just shows. It looks like it just wants to consolidate right now. I'll have a look at 5 o'clock again. If it wants to do anything else. I'm just being careful now. We are below 2, 3, and 4 still, so that's a good sign. I ain't touching it. What was I looking at? See, it's exactly this area that bothers me. This little red line, because there's a gap here and there's a little imbalance. And I wonder, I think we need to go back here one more time, but I could be wrong. Oh, we actually did here. Two. Okay, 450. Yeah, um, it looks like a short, but it also, I mean, I just don't trust it at all. Um, I mean, I would like to see some proper displacement away from it, and then, from that moment on, you can have like some normal price action. But now I'm like, okay, we can still go back into this volume imbalance here. I see some imbalances left behind that I just like, you're really going to, here's an imbalance, here's an imbalance. I mean, at 5 o'clock, a lot of the times you can get a nice relief. It could start dumping, but yeah, I don't like this at all. I mean, for me, it's just um, ES could reject here very easily and spike back up again. Um, and Q already did so. Yeah, okay, let's see if now. You staying below? Mm, okay. It's 4:53. Yo, yeah, it's horrible again. I think it's gonna go back up again. Going back and forth for a while. Let's see. As long as even just one little head in here already, I'm like, ugh, I would be surprised if this macro would give us the short. Let's see. I think it wants to go for this imbalance here and maybe even to this yellow line. Let's see. I mean, I'm not even trying anymore. Hey Bryce, how are you? Hey Soul Shift. ES has a 1 hour holding the price down and Q has 1 day holding the price above. Oh, well, that's a very good observation. I haven't even seen that. I'm gonna look Soul Shift. That's a good one. Again, so there is some kind of discrepancy, right? I'm just looking. For me, it's more time. Like, are we uh, are we using the same time levels? Because yesterday we had like a ES or NQ was above 2 a.m. and the other one was below it at the specific time. So the one was a red candle and the other one was a green candle. The hourly, they were just so decoupled. Um, I think NQ has the same one here, holding it. If you say down, um, I think this one is the same. There we go. Okay, let's see. Let's go up. Come on, go, go, go. See, already this little area at 453, when it goes into it, it's already for me telling, okay, it's not going to go down anymore, or it's going to consolidate or go back up. It's already telling you in this macro, it's not going to go lower right now. It's so annoying. Yeah. But yeah, this fair value gap will be in play today a lot. You want to mark it. You'll see this one, we'll come back to it more often today. I want to see this one revisited. Gustav, you mentioned this one before, right? 226. I think that's still in play. ES is a 1 hour IFUG. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah. We don't have that on no, we don't have that on MNQ. I gotcha, I gotcha. Yeah. But we on NQ have a nice. Was it a propose? Is there a gap? I think I marked it as a. No, I don't think so. Every time I do that, the mistake that I see, like the suspension block, when ICT has taught us they have two volume back, but I see them incorrectly, but I mark them, and every time they work. So even if there's one volume imbalance, and I think there are two, so I mark it, right, like over this one, for example. And then later I look, I'm like, oh no, it's not a suspension block. It's just a fair value gap with a little, but they always seem to work. And they're the smallest one, like in a block like this. But I started noting it. Oh, here we go. We have done this one now. This one is sorted. Let's go up one more higher now to go to the 15-minute volume imbalance. So, but they keep, even though they're not suspension, they still work. So also here again, price haven't gone lower than the 15-minute. But I marked it, I remember I marked it earlier today thinking it was a suspension block. I make them black always. But it's not, it's a mistake. But they work. And I'm like, and it happened more than once now that I'm like, oh shit, it's wrong. But because he hasn't really told a lot about it. Oh, by the way, for those who also mentioned yesterday that ICT has retired, he already made a post yesterday of him trading. So he's not retired. He didn't retire, and he's like, oh, I am Michael. Um, um, so he's not. I don't think I think he's retiring the ICT persona. I think that really is. He really doesn't want to be ICT anymore. He just wants to be Michael. So I guess that's it, right? I don't think he's going to retire. I mean, he doesn't want to give up his position in the trading world. I mean, if he really retires, he's going to be. I think he doesn't want to do that. So, but it's Michael now, yes. I think he just wants to be cool. But you know what? I mean, if you get 2 million followers and suddenly you decide you want to be someone else, I think it's sort of like, in a way, I get it. But on the other hand, you also have to, you build something on a being someone and delivering something as a persona or whatever. And I don't think his character, he says he was just playing a role. I wonder if it's really just, I think he is just wants to be a different person, maybe. I wonder. But yeah, I mean, it's his prerogative to want to be called Michael, but I think he just has to change ICT. I don't know if you can do that on YouTube. Can you change your name on YouTube? I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, I really thought of him as Michael, but he's also ICT, right? We learned from ICT. So, I mean, but yeah, it's a new phase in his life. That's good. Bryce, can you explain why you were thinking of shorting here? Well, at the moment, not because of what price is doing here, but I'm overall bearish on the market because we have a market structure shift on the higher time frame. We're already bearish, but there is no continuation momentarily. And I was actually more bullish than bearish at some point. But just up to maybe this yellow line, or maybe even, yeah, just maybe up to this yellow line here. I wanted to see some imbalances being balanced out, but on the other hand, if I look on the higher time frame, I'm telling what does it want to do higher? We don't have a lot to do higher. Yeah, we could go into this fair value gap maybe again here on the 1 hour. But that means we have to go over 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, over the 4 o'clock opening price. Which will then indicate that we won't have any continuation for a little bit longer. If we do that, then we might tap into this end dog again before going lower, and then I think we just have to wait until news, the 8:30 news candle. Could be, but it looks pretty weak to me. And like I said, it was either consolidating or we're going to get the move down. But because we did not react off these levels here, we start going. Well, more importantly, I first said I want to see how price is behaving here. Well, we disrespected it, but I was looking already. I don't know if you guys noticed. We went lower, but look, it left imbalances here, right? So I was looking at that already. I'm like, okay, let's. So I tried a short here because there's weakness in the market. We are below this level. We disrespected a fair value gap here, a very important one, and we did not. But if you look at the 5 minute, technically we did not invert the whole. Let's see here. There was no body closure below this low. So I noticed for my journaling, if that happens, we inverted the bodies, yes. But for those who say that wicks are not important, they have a lot of valuable information because we did not close the body below the wick. That could give an indication that it will go back up again. That's something that I noticed from my journaling. Like, okay, you really want to see. I always use the wicks as well, also with breakers. I want a body closure over the wick. Why? Because it really, when we are in accumulation or in time distortion, it gives me just more confirmation. Because when it doesn't do that, and it's sort of like can trick you. So on the 5 minute, you can see we did not close below the wick and it went back up. Yes, the bodies are lower. Normally that would work, right? We use the bodies, but in these situations like this, you want to include the wicks because they give you more information as well. So that's why we went back up again, and it also left some imbalances in that little run. So oh, it's 5 o'clock. Yeah, now we might get the short. Okay, now we might get the distribution. 5 past 5. I like the time. But we still did not tap into this. We did not take out this liquidity. I don't like that. So that's something that confuses me a little bit now. If we would have done this before 5 o'clock, take out this liquidity and go here, I would love to take that run to the downside. But we are below now. Let's see. It's just annoying. So what I'm also looking at, ES has the previous day low, and I'm just wondering if ES takes out that low, what's going to happen? Oh, we already took it. Hold on, hold on. We already took the low. This was it, the rejection, maybe a potential rejection here from ES. Did we do that already? No, let me check. What's the low here? Did we reject? Open 7402 740225. Okay, ready. We already had the rejection. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Hey, never suffer. This is a time for. I mean, could be distribution time. 5 o'clock. I think I'm into. I'm gonna give it another go, guys. I'm gonna use my same levels. My stop. I'm gonna use my same. Now I'm gonna do it at half point because we have nice displacement through this level here. And again, it's gonna be. And if it stops me out, it's a paper trade, but I'll show you what I'm looking at. Displacement, displacement. Yeah. And if it goes back up, it goes back up. It's good. I mean, I'm following my rules. It's such a small stop loss, but the only thing I don't like is that we didn't tag in this level here. If we go back up and we go up here, then I would get in back up straight from here and then lower. But you can see, it's so weak. At some point, it needs to give up and just go lower. But remember, we also have this here. Very small stop loss. Points. Okay, again, not giving it. But you see how this is working pretty well as an indication. It might still drop. I don't know. It's just. Every London session now we are in accumulation. Just literally every I can't remember the London session that we have like a proper normal session with. It's at least 2 or 3 hours accumulation. It's so fucking annoying, to be honest. It's literally every day since for over I think for over 2 weeks already. We should get some displacement sometimes. What time? 3:12. What time is this? 5:05. Yeah, I like the time. I mean, this is now bearish. 5:05. 5:05 is a nice time to start distributing. But maybe he wants to distribute to the upside. Could be. I think it's time to touch some grass and just let the charts do its thing. I'm not really interested in this anymore. As long as we are sticking around this area, it's going to be just go back and forth all the time, which has been doing literally since 3 o'clock. Um, I think it maybe even wants to go here, and we might even surpass the opening prices at some point. Um, yeah. CPI data is coming really close now. It's 5 o'clock, so that's in 3.5 hours. I wonder if they're going to keep the distribution for then. So I would be careful. Obviously, they're not giving anything right now. They're just holding it up, and like we're just gonna get these. We're gonna consolidate. We've already got 3 hour candles here now, not doing anything, and they could distribute at 6 though. But I think this candle might not do it either. 5 to 6 candle. 6 might give it a nicer low, but maybe also not. I don't know. But yeah, this is just it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, don't be yeah, just be careful not being chopped up in this. Sometimes it's better to let one distribution leg just go, let it run, and don't get any FOMO, and then you wait for a nice retracement for continuation. So if CPI does give a nice run, don't try to, catch a falling knife or something because it might spike up. There will be nice trades then, most likely during New York. Now there is 10-year bond auction. I don't know if that's going to be of any influence, but um, yeah, it's not easy, guys, to have good trades. I mean, there's only like one or two good options, and if you miss them, you miss them nowadays. So that's how. I mean, we had a nice. Well, it wasn't a nice move. It just trickled down, but then still, and then we went up here. We're just creating equal highs here, so we're definitely going to revisit this area at some point. This is very, very, very equal here. Yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna have some food and then go to the beach, enjoy myself. And if I miss a move to the downside, I mean, it's just there will be more opportunities if it does it in pre-market. But I wonder, I think they're going to hold it up or go back up again before even the distribution to the downside. Because everybody's waiting for a short, obviously. Everybody's thinking, oh my God, now it's going to go. I'm one of them, to be honest. But we still haven't tagged 4 standard deviations. We also have to be aware of that. I was wondering if next week is going to be a nice one. 3.5. Yeah, we're sort of like in the midpoint here between 3.5 and 4. Almost at half. No, it doesn't have to go to 4. Let me get it, because we never had a pullback at 2.5, a normal, healthy pullback, right? On the daily. So it doesn't have to go to, it could also just go from 3.5, but somewhere in between here. But yeah. I would definitely, I mean, this is the 4 hour. We have a 4 hour change in state of delivery. We should have some continuation, right? But within this 4 hour, they can do a lot of back and forth. 6, 2. Man, I did not think that this would be used so much and so long. It's effing annoying, to be honest. A little bit too much. That's a lot back and forth, and literally just you can see it's literally forming the fair value gaps within this level, but they're instantly already disrespecting them. So they're only forming within this time level, and then back and forth, disrespecting them continuously. This one was I was very hopeful with this one. I thought maybe we get a spike back up into here. Well, we didn't even go up into here. We go lower. We formed another fair value gap here. We went through it with another fair value gap. We displaced again, and I thought, okay, 5 past 5. A lot of the time, 5 o'clock is a nice. After distribution, you can get a nice, or after accumulation, you can get a nice run at that time, but it did not do it again, and it well, it has not disrespected it all fully yet. So maybe let's keep an eye on it. But yeah, I think definitely keep this level on your chart, because I think it will be revisited again today many times. It's one of those days, unfortunately. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna go get some. Yeah, at this point, you want to wait for the. Hey, Five Handles, how are you doing? Hey, I like the name. I like the name. I guess waiting for the data would give the better picture. Yes, right now, definitely. Day like today mess up with the brain. Yes, it does. It's if you watch this too long, you get messed up. Indeed, correct. Yeah, I do. Drink a whiskey shot. Yeah, at the trader shop, I'm thinking about starting to trade Asia, because Asia always has the better moves nowadays. And but I sleep, so I have to change my. Oh, oh. I have to change my schedule. But I'm definitely in London most of the times now. It's just accumulation most of the times, and it's sort of it does. Even though I don't put on trades, it still takes my mental. It drains my mental capacity a little bit. I don't mind it sometimes, but it's been literally every day now. It's like, oh, you get one move, and if you miss it, it's sort of like, okay, well, but yesterday, New York was even also very ugly, and it was really ugly price action in New York as well. But yeah, Soul Shift after blowing two accounts last week, I've been taking 1 to 1 10 points. Yeah, that's I think that is not a bad approach. But if you take 1 to 1s, for those who have not doing, you have to test it. You have to. It's not like, oh, I'm going into the market and just you have to back test, forward test first, because you want to have a solid model around it. It's a change. It's a little bit of a change also of approach, but I think it's not a bad approach in this market, to be honest. I'm trying to stay away from it still, but I do see the benefit of it. So yeah, I think it's not bad 1 to 1, or maybe 1.5 to 1, or maybe try 2 hour, but 2 hour is really hard now to get in shorter trades. So definitely. But the thing is also, you have to be careful if you trade prop firms. You have to stay into a trade. They hate micro scalping, which means I believe on funded next it was 20 seconds. If I'm in a trade less than 20 seconds, over 40% of my total trades, they ban you, or they warn you first, and they warn you that if you keep doing it, we'll ban you. So I got that warning, and that's why I stopped scalping basically a while back. So because my scalps were literally sometimes, I mean, it's just like, okay, you want to go somewhere 5 points and it's done. You get in and it's done, and I get out, right? So that's the only thing that if you do, you have to make sure that you're in a trade lot. If it's red, they don't mind, but if it's a green trade, you have to be careful that you stay above a certain amount of. I believe it was 20 seconds when they sent me that mail. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, you take your money and you just stay out. Yeah, sometimes you get one. Yeah, I also noticed that you get one trade. You get one trade, and then you just have to stay away, because then it really sort of like it's very, very negative for your. It's very hostile, whatever. Or it takes back everything. So yeah, I agree. Me also, when I go straight in for another trade, I lose, because it's like that one trade is it, and you should stop. That's why I've given myself the very strict rule: one trade per session only now, per account. So that's it. And also because one trade, then you think, oh, I did well, let me do another one because it's still moving. No, you just go away, you wait, maybe next macro, next hour. Some firms, the scalping limit is 2 minutes. Well, I'm talking about normal futures. Yeah, so you have to check the rules. CFDs might be different, but funded next, I got a warning for 20 seconds. Yeah. Just make sure you find out. It's under micro scalping. I think most of the prop firms have rules for that nowadays. But yeah, just go over the rules, guys. Just make sure, if you want to do it, make sure that you know the rules. And then yeah, I would definitely. I think it's a good advice. Until things are better again. Do you like evals or direct to funded? I don't mind evals, especially on funded next. If you have the rapid, you can pass it in one day. Now that hasn't been easy lately, to be honest. But I used to do rapids, and then you pass them in one day, so then you're funded straight away. And the legacy of funded next, you need 3 days to pass. That's a minimum to, if you have, because there's a consistency rule, but then you have no consistency rule in your funded. Most straight to funded, what I don't like about straight to funded is that they have, most of them that I know of, and I'm only trading with funded next have consistency rules as far as I have seen them. I don't know if there's any straight to funded without. I've been looking at a few. I'm like, oh, I'm not interested because the consistency rules were like really bad. I'm like, oh, I'm not even going to. Hey, I think it's along now, guys. Look how we're now retesting the upper level here. So we might go for these levels now. Yeah. Um, yeah, so it depends on what you like. I don't mind consistency rules, but I don't want 40%. I mean, I don't want anything lower than 40%. Um, so yeah. Justo said there is a Fibonacci level right at the point that is showing great resistance, but price has touched several times already, so there's a high probability for short continuation. Yeah, I mean, we are bearish, but the question is when, right? I mean, I think we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go for these now, and then maybe the news will give us that relief of the short, and then maybe New York afterwards might have a nice continuation. But then again, I don't trust anything anymore, guys. We still have not reached 4 standard deviation. So I just wonder if it's going to be, even though it's a higher time frame, change in state delivery and even a market structure shift, I would say, right? I just, I'm sort of like, I don't know, it's very hard to trust anything, but it's hard to also just disregard, hey, listen, it's bearish, right? But then again, we could easily have a wick back up. You know, it could easily wick all the way, like on the higher time frame, what you can see. It's like a very, very large wick going back all the way up, and it goes up and then down, right? So you have a wick on the higher time frame. Let's say, do we have equal highs here? Yeah. But does it have to do it? No, but it could easily give you one of these large wicks, like say from here all the way up here, and then go back down. Things like that, you know. It's just those. So that's why I'm a little bit like very, very careful now, because I just, yeah, we don't have any follow through with shorts, and again, it's again not showing it, and that's the problem with the market now. It's all Everything is high resistance, and that low resistance short, I mean, we haven't seen it for over a month. So even though it goes down, it's all high resistance. It's maybe a little bit of you got one or two displacement candles, but we want to see those. We want to see like 200 points, like in 3 candles, boom, things like that. But yeah, this was nice though. In Asia again, look, Asia it gave us 2, 1, 2, 3 beautiful 3 distribution candles. That's it. All right, let me see. 225 points in 3 candles. That's what we like to see. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to trade, but I'm just not getting it. This wasn't bad either, but you had to already position yourself earlier, right? I mean, 2 to 3 wasn't too bad, but then we only had we got in. Here we go. This is the trade that now finally is doing. You see how beautifully it goes above this level again. We're above 3 o'clock. We're going to be above 4 o'clock as well, and most likely above 2 o'clock, maybe also. We'll see. Yeah. Topside put me on RTP, responsible trader program for scalping and blowing accounts. Oh, it was. They have like a program for you if you are making a specific kind of mistake. They help you. Oh, they help you. What do they do, Ahmed? That's quite interesting. You were on long now. Will you keep? Where will you keep your TP? If I would take a long from here, I would trade it up to 4 o'clock. But I would well, technically I said only this level, right? Here. I would have traded up to here if I was long. I would not have traded up to 4 o'clock. I would trade it up to here. So that would be from here to the yellow line. This would have been my trade. Very small, at 19 points. Yeah, and then reassess again because I just don't. But yeah, I think at some point it wants this liquidity before going lower. No, it just can't have standard exit funded must with. I hate it. No, yeah, but 40% is not too bad. I mean, 40% is not too bad. Structure. Yesterday I had one trade. I made major gains by 10 a.m. Eastern and traded all day and barely made 10. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it hardly moved, right? I totally the same. I was like, oh my God, I'm just getting like 5 points and it takes me an hour or something. Yeah, after 10:30, I think there was nothing moving anymore, or it just moved very slow. Yeah. Uh, Barely made 10% of the first rate, but it drains you. Yeah, exactly. That was what yesterday. I agree. Um, so we took out some highs, but we left some highs here. So, guys, I'm gonna touch some grass, or in my situation, should say, touch some sand, to warm up a little bit. I'll see the pre-market preps in pre-market prep, 8:50, and I might do if price action is nice. Because there is 10-year bond auction, I might do a stream after 1 o'clock Eastern. So, oh, look at that, nice, it's going up. I think it wants this liquidity. Yeah. Hard to trade though, to be honest, again. I mean, but look how beautifully it just 3 o'clock up to 4. Yeah, and then now it's building liquidity, more liquidity here. Don't just be careful. Yeah, L7, you too. And you guys stay safe, right? Just, I mean, it's not worth it trying to get this small move. I think it's better just to wait, close the laptop, wait for the news, watch the news, and then, let's try to catch a larger, a proper move when the relief has come. Because this is just going, it's so hostile. It doesn't take the liquidity, it just builds more liquidity. Then it most likely might go lower first, then go back up again. You just don't know when it's going to do what. Yeah. And again, another session full of accumulation and a few moves. I only had red paper trades. Everything was just being stopped out. It is what it is. Yeah. All right. See you. Hopefully you. Yeah. I agree. It is a difficult times, guys. We're in challenging times. Let's hope things get better at some point. Just we want normal price action. Just, I will see you guys most likely for sure tomorrow, maybe later today, or maybe in the Discord. And pre-market preppers, I'll see you at 8:50. Ciao, ciao, guys.